Good evening, Musk enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for Abnormal Barders. Yes, tonight we have the likes of the Harper Seal Rock, the Neon Bismuth Sheet Metal Double Door, only the Tank Armor Face Mask. We have the Frozen Crypt Storage, the Danger Barricade, and we also happen to have the likes of the White Holographic Clothing. So those are the abnormal skins, and of course we have a few regular skins as well. But you're probably sitting there wondering, abnormal? Regular? What on earth is he on about? Well, if you don't fully understand what abnormal skins are, please consider looking in the description. At the very top you'll see two videos are provided. With the very first video, it's a short video, 60 seconds long, but it basically briefly goes over the details in regards to abnormals. In short, every single week we will have a few skins which will become marketable before the Rust store even rotates. We know that these skins are going to become marketable at a set time, so we can sit here, figure out prices that we might want to offer for all of these skins, and when they become marketable, we race to try and put down those barders as fast as possible, and potentially in the future, we're the ones who pick these skins up for a much cheaper price, sell them for their actual prices, and walk away with some sweet, delicious profit. Simple as that. Right, so if that's not enough for you, if you want to learn a little bit more in regards to abnormal skins, like properly identifying them and whatnot, consider watching the second video below. It's about 20 minutes long, but it goes a lot more in depth, and it should definitely help you out in regards to figuring out what abnormals are, how they work, and how you can profit from them. Sounds good? Right, so let's get started then. Let's take a look at all of these skins and figure out how much might we want to offer for them. Harper Seal Rock. So when I first looked at you, I made the immediate connection and said, well, halfway through September, this gets accepted. A very cute, silly looking rock skin. Last year, we just so happened to have the Pug Rock. Now, Pug Rock, that worked out quite alright. Pug Rock didn't sell too much, especially compared to the previous goofy animal skins we had earlier in the year. But that only did 16,500 subscribers. This right here has basically done 18,000. A little bit more, but could it still replicate the behaviour that we saw the likes of the Pug Rock? So let's just quickly remind ourselves. This Pug Rock is currently sitting here at about $3.50. Oh, well, it was. Obviously, it's gone down in price along with many other skins because we're currently almost about to enter October time, the autumn fall seasonal dip. But I assure you, during the likes of the summer, this went all the way up to and above $4 at one point. Now, if we just look at sales history, this is what I'm basically expecting with the likes of the Harper Seal Rock. Initially, it drops down in price a fair bit, but then it starts to rise, and it just gradually kept rising. A very goofy looking skin. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate it, and they have, and it rose up in price because, and of course, like many skins, it's dipped down a fair bit, but hey, once we reach post-Christmas, January 2025, when lots of people return to play the game, I won't be surprised if it bounces back up again. So this right here is probably the perfect example of what to expect with the likes of the Harper Seal Rock, and it also sold at the exact same price. So scroll down, what was your lowest point? You went all the way down to about $1.70 to $1.80. Okay, alright then. Does the Harper Seal Rock have as much interest compared to the Pug Rock? That's definitely debatable. And there is more of these. Not by a ton, but there's definitely more. So looking at this, right, and questioning how much we're going to probably want to offer, I'm personally thinking I'm going to probably do between, I think I'm going to do $1.20 to $1.70. Halfway, a safe option, the $1.20 price, but pushing up to around $2, $1.70. I get the feeling it will be dropping down a fair bit initially for a while, but, you know, once we're past October, I don't really expect it to drop down that much in price anymore so. So, we shall see. But that right there, it sold reasonably. And if I could just quickly remember back to my 48-hour analysis, remember, with this video, we spend time figuring out how much will each of these skins sell by the next Thursday. I assumed Harper Seal Rock was going to do between 17 to 19,000 subscribers, and I'd like to sit there and say I think I got it quite correct. So, alright, cool. I think it's fine. I think it's likely going to be behaving exactly like the Pug Rock, and when more people return to play the game and see that, and they're going to think, oh wow, look, it's so cute, it's so silly, I've got to have it, I've got to buy it, I need to hold it in my hands and caress it, and then smack it against a rock. So you get the idea. So looking at that, I think it'll be right. If you want to go a little bit more stronger in it, you're more than welcome to do so. Will that do quite alright during the likes of the summer and whatnot? I hope so, and I expect so. But that's more long term, alright? So expect it to still go below its $2.49 price. Right, let's move on. Neon Bismuth Sheet Metal Double Door. Now, just to quickly remind you, with the previous week, we had the garage door, didn't we? Yep, and that sold a perfectly fine 22,000, 22,000 subscribers. Sold at $3 as well. We're questioning, is that going to be all right? Well, guess what? Instantly, the very next rush door, we got the sheet metal double door. And what's this right here? Why, it happens to be the most recent Neon Bismuth skin submission. It happens to be the Neon Bismuth armored double door. Now, we have to question, do you reckon we'll see the exact same type of behaviour from what we just saw the previous week? Will the armored double door be accepted immediately tomorrow, giving the likes of the sheet metal double door a lovely, lovely boost immediately? I've been debating this, questioning this, because if we were to just quickly look up the likes of armoured double doors, and I hope I can find this very quickly, basically, on average, we get one accepted a year in a rust door. And, there we are. Now, we've had 2 Twitch drops as well. That's one thing I want to bring up. So earlier this year, with the Toxic Double Armoured Door, doing very good at the moment, retaining its price, even though we're going through the bad time, September time. We've had 3 technically this year. In total, there's only 12 doors, double doors to be precise. Will we see another one? Will it actually happen? Because it wasn't just the likes of the Neon Bismuth armoured double door this week. We also had Crypt double armoured door. But I've seen many attempts for double armoured doors in the past, such as No Mercy, and they don't get accepted. Also, Tempered Collection. Yeah, that happened. So maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I lean more towards I doubt it. But who's to say? Are we going to see even more Neon Bismuth skins being produced and accepted? I mean, I'm fully expecting even more to be produced. I'm counting on it. I'm expecting it. So, all right, maybe it doesn't happen immediately tomorrow, or maybe it does. If you're feeling confident, all right, you can jump in and go with a higher price. But I just want to bring this up as well. This did not sell that much. Selling at $3, and we have to bring this up as well. We've had quite a lot of sheet metal double doors up to this point, and on the horizon, there's another one coming out as a Twitch drop. We'll talk more about that in a bit. So this right here, 14,500 subscribers. Compare that to the many other double doors we've had so far this year. We had the likes of the Neon Dome double door, almost 19,000 subscribers. Abyss sheet metal double door, just over 17,000 subscribers. This right here, the Crypt double door, that sold less with 11,600. And over here, Tempered, almost 20,000. This right here, 18.5. You get the idea. You understand. This is one of the lowest selling skins out of all of this lot so far this year. But just because a certain skin sold less doesn't mean it worked out better. The designs, if they're interesting, they maintain interest. If the skin collections do flourish and there's a lot of skins being accepted, things tend to work out a lot better. So, what's going to happen? What do you reckon? Chat, do you reckon we're going to see more Neon Bismuth skins being produced and accepted? I do expect it. I just don't know to what extent. Remember, we still have the likes of that dreaded, curse of only 3 deplorable skins. However, this was accepted in early 2023. Maybe this one might avoid that whole silly thing. Regardless, a furnace, a rug, a small box, a large box, a locker, Wirecat, just do it. Do it. A Barricade, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I do expect more Neon Bismuth skins to potentially be accepted. The main question is, will we see one tomorrow? If you're feeling confident that's going to happen, consider offering some decent prices. What will I potentially do? Well, here's another thing that I have to just quickly point out to all of you. It's almost October. Many Rust skin prices have dropped off. Many Rust skins have dropped off in price, I should say. Look at all the sheet metal double doors this year. This is the most we've had in a very, very, very long time in a single year. Do you see these dramatically crashing in price? No. That's down by 1%, that's down by 2%, that's down by 17%, that's down by 13%. All of the other ones are about evens. That's really good. That's really, really good. Like, these have done very well for themselves. Yes, some of them have dropped down by like 17%. If that's it at its worst, I'm impressed. That's perfectly fine with the likes of me. So, I can't help but assume I might want to offer a decent price. Oh no, maybe that drops down by 20% almost. Okay. I mean, we can still do a buy order of up to about $2.20. So I'm thinking I'm going to do between $1.50 to $2.20 for the likes of this double sheet metal door. And I'm hoping that we do see more skins being produced and accepted. It looks to be potentially a skin I might even consider buying today. Yes, I feel like this could work out ever so nicely. And I know Wirecat will still keep putting out very cool looking rainbow, blue and red, glow in the dark, interesting looking designs. I'm fully expecting it. So, hey, that's up to you. If you want to offer a higher price, you're more than welcome to do so. So, all right, that's fine. We've suggested that. Let's move on. Right. Tank Armor Tier 3. Now, only the face mask is abnormal. The chest plate, it isn't, but based on the behaviour we see tonight, if this is looking very good, we can also jump on to likes the chest plate. So, in my Rust Store showcase, I've basically shown this off with the likes of flashbacks, hoodie and pants, and the Reptile Hunter kilt. And it's a perfectly fine, serviceable green camouflage alternative cheap option, right? It's fine. Well, guess what? Guess what Kurama Project whipped out very quickly? Tier 2. Tier 2 has been submitted, and I've got to bring this up to you. Out of all the clothing and armor skins that were submitted this past weekend, there really weren't that much. So we'll show that off in a bit as well. But this is one of the notable clothing and armor options that was provided. Will that be accepted? What do you reckon? If it gets accepted, that's going up in value pretty quickly. Now, how much has it sold? 13,800 subscribers, 13,800 subscribers. That's not that bad. For a cheap, affordable, green camouflage option, that's looking pretty impressive. Right, okay, tank armor, you are selling at $1.49.99. More specifically, the face mask. What am I going to offer? What am I going to suggest? Well, I have to bring this up. There is a interesting hoodie and pants Twitch drop that's just about to come out, and I do show this off as a pair in the upcoming Twitch drops for October video, so keep an eye out for the likes of that. You could just probably get that. Although, be aware, the pants are free as a Twitch drop. The hoodie you have to buy in the Charity Rush store, which might be a little bit pricey, but yeah, that's just another thing I wanted to bring up. Lots of interesting things on the horizon. Will we actually see another continuation? We were hopeful for flashbacks, weren't we? Oh, we were hopeful. And look how that turned out. Even though the skin creator for the flashbacks collection, he made multiple tier 2 and multiple tier 2 and tier 3 pieces, they just weren't accepted. Facepunch apparently just suddenly thought, oh, we don't want to see any more of this now. Will tank armor be different? I think I'm going to offer 80 cents to $1.20 for the face mask. All right? 80 cents to $1.20 for the face mask. That's what I'm suggesting. If you want to go a little bit higher, if you want to go all the way up to $1.50, if you think, oh yeah, Hedge, this is great, this is perfect, maybe it'll end up exactly like Franken chestplate and face mask. So Franken, this was the Halloween skins that were accepted for Halloween 2020, the tier 3 pieces, slightly light green, perfectly fine as a much more cheaper option compared to likes of Forest Raiders tier 3. $5, $3.50, they've risen up in price very nicely and gradually ever since they came out. Once people realised the potential for cheap green camouflage, they got bought out, all right? So that did take quite a long time. Took 4 years. This right here, how long will it take for the likes of that? And is it even that good? At the very least, there could probably be a cheaper option compared to Franken. So, all right, cool. Price, 80 cents to $1.20. Let's now move on. Frozen Crypt storage. Now, you right there, you've done 10,500 subscribers. You're a cool-looking, very bright, and I have to reiterate that, very, very bright at night, large box. Now, here's a nice positive thing, I guess you could say. There are no large box Twitch drops for October. Cool. All right. So there's nothing that's going to likely take away its interest. All right, that's fine. Will there be more Frozen Crypt skins potentially on the horizon? As of now, it hasn't been seen yet, but I do expect more. We're probably going to see the likes of a furnace and whatnot. I really would like to see that. Personally, I'd love to see Frozen Crypt chair and table, because we already have the Ice King throne, right? But that's going to need some chairs and tables for all the guests in your lovely little ice base. But I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. So I would expect more. I'd like to see it happen. They've had 2 acceptances out of 3, so I'm sure they're motivated. But of course, we did not see a new submission over the course of this past weekend. Wait, Garage Door? Was I wrong? No, that was... Oh, yeah, because this was typical picks. They took a break this past weekend. All right, just keeping myself informed. Maybe the Garage Door gets accepted in tomorrow's roster. Ooh. So let's just quickly go look at the likes of the Frozen Crypt as of now. The Sheepnut Door is still down in half. Wow, that did not budge. This Frozen Crypt large box, it hasn't been selling that much, especially compared to all the other large box skins that came out this year. Take a quick look at the likes of this. So as you can see, the most recent one was the Ultramarine large box. That did almost 20,000 subscribers. Then you got Rainjoy. This is sold less than Rain... Actually, no, it's equal. It's equal to Rainjoy. Rainjoy is bright and colourful, but it didn't even glow in the dark and whatnot. It was all by itself. And yet this right here, it's basically sold the same. And you got like Nucrum there, or like almost 15,000 subscribers, and you got the likes of Chalk Menace, which doesn't even glow in the dark. That's got 16,000 subscribers. I feel like this is really underperformed in terms of sales. All the better for it to potentially rise up in price in the future, especially if we do see potential continuations, which I can't help but assume the skin creators are motivated to do. Right, I'm looking at that with a bit of positivity. How low could you still potentially go, though? Well, I'm still expecting it to drop off a fair bit, but I don't expect that many listings. With a sheer lack of sales, based on what we're seeing, I don't expect a lot of people to instantly try and dump them on the Steam market and whatnot. I can see it flourishing as time goes on. It's very bright, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to appreciate. So my answer to you is I'm going to probably do $1.20 to $1.80. $1.20 to $1.80. I'm going to be close to $2, but I don't want to be smack dab on it. If you're feeling more confident, you're more than welcome to jump onto it with a higher price. But do you understand the positivity? Do you understand what I'm saying when I say there's still a very good, decent amount of continuations that could be produced? And we are dabbling into the likes of wintertime now. Maybe Face Punch feels in theme to add some very wicked, cold-looking skins. So we shall see. All right, that's the price for that. Let's now move on to Danger Barricade. So, yeah, you're well aware of the whole situation by now. I had a video that I put out just this past Friday. Where is it? There you go. The whole silly situation, it's very unfortunate, and it's very unfortunate that a lot of the people here assume it was because of the skin creator. No, Face Punch asked them to make the change, all right? So don't blame the skin creator. Face Punch changed their mind. Yes, it used to be transparent, it's not anymore, and ever since it was brought back to the Rust store after it was removed, it's only done another 2,000 subscribers, and that's it. I really don't think that's retaining its price of $2. I'm pretty sure that's dropping off quite badly. It's still a perfectly fine, cool-looking role-player skin, but that doesn't last, I'm afraid. So, what's the brutal, unfortunate future for this? It's going to basically end up like all the more recent Barricade skins we've had: down 61, down 51, down 61, down 44. How low will you go? I'm thinking it's going to go down to about 70 cents. So my suggestion, 50 to 60 cents for the build. Listen, I don't think you're going to even make that much profit out of that. So my honest answer is, I don't think there's any profit to be made. You probably just want to avoid it. Not worth the hassle. But yeah, if you're going to go for it, 50 to 60 cents. It's not the same Barricade that a lot of people bought, and I can't help but assume a lot of very upset people are going to try and dump this as fast as possible. You know, sunk cost fallacy, try and grab whatever I can back because I couldn't refund it. A lot of people are very upset that they couldn't refund, so it is what it is. Yeah, very straightforward answer. Let's now move on to the likes of white holographic hoodie and pants. Now, we showcased this in the Rust store rotation video. We paired it up with the likes of whiteout and whatnot. This isn't camouflage. It was never intended to be camouflage. Still surprised that this was picked out because it was on the workshop for 6 months, and it was the last skin Viduka made after he went on a bit of a break. They could have picked that one out, but no, they went for that one. So I feel like that was done on purpose. They don't want any camouflage skins. That is not camouflage. It was not intended to be camouflage, and it doesn't have that much interest. I don't think that'll be retaining its price of $1.99 each. I'm pretty sure that'll be going down in price pretty hard. How low can you go? Well, here's the thing. Will there be continuations? Has anyone actually asked that? I haven't been keeping track. Sorry about that, Viduka. So no one said anything there, and someone said something here. Yeah, no, he says it right there. It's time to finish the set now. Okay, cool. So he will be returning. He will be continuing the set, but I can't help but assume that might take a while, and people don't want to sit around and wait. People get impatient. I'm still expecting it to go below $1. I'm probably going to do 50 cents to 70 cents for that, and I will not be surprised in the slightest if it drops off quite significantly. I remember the winter collection. Yes, it was basically the exact same style. Dropped off pretty harshly initially, but then as time went on, it improved quite nicely. Yeah, it's odd. It's really odd. Just go look at its history. I swear at one point these were selling for like 70 cents each because I own some. And as you can see, yeah, it got real cheap for a while. Really, really cheap. That at one point, selling for just barely over $1. Was it the pants that were worse? Let's just quickly remind myself. Yeah, that was selling for about 70 cents in April 2023. What changed? I don't know. I don't know. So if you think something like that could happen to the likes of this, I mean, you're more than welcome to jump onto that if you want to. But I'm probably going to go with 50 cents to 70 cents. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but I can still expect some potential nice things to happen if we do eventually get those continuations. So keep your eyes open and observe the workshop. Right then, so those were all of the abnormal skins. Let's now talk about the likes of the regular skins. With Tankama chestplate, let's just see how things turn out with the likes of the face mask. If there's decent interest, we could go up pretty high with the likes of the price here. If it's good here, we could probably do prices between 80 cents to 90 cents. If this doesn't really have that much interest, maybe we could pull it back a bit and go like 65 cents to 75 cents. I can see it still working out quite alright. I know it's got that big red dot there, but even then, at a distance, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Most of it still being faint green should be still good. So we shall see. Let's see how things turn out with the barders. Speed Rage AK-47, 60 cents to 80 cents. Very sorry to say. At least it sold quite nicely, you know. It reminded me of the XQC Twitch drop. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people already have that Twitch drop skin. So, yeah, a bit awkward. But, yeah, perfectly fine. Sold a decent amount, but I can't help but assume that we will be seeing another AK very soon. Oh, and, yeah, there will be more AKs. That's going to drop down in price. And like many other AKs before it that came out this year, they're going to drop down to around $1 and potentially even less. It's unfortunate, but it's inevitability. Oh, dear. The $3 AK-47 right there, 97 cents. Oh, wow. Wooden Sir. So you sold reasonably. You've done just over 9,000 subscribers at the moment. Has anyone actually asked, hey, Spinoza, are we going to get a wooden weapon collection? I will definitely continue this collection. Right, he's basically said it right there. That's cool. Did he do anything this past weekend? I can confirm to you, no. Not that I could see. Yeah, no. So, all right, maybe we'll get a wooden AK soon. That'll be interesting. But will this hold up? I don't think it'll be holding up. Hasn't sold ridiculously, but I don't think it'll be retaining its price of $2. It wouldn't surprise me if it ends up going close to around $1 at some point over the course of the next few weeks. It'll be pretty quick. Recently, we had the likes of the Bird of Luxor. It sold for $2.49. Now it's selling for $1.42. Heater you sold for $2.95. Abyss you've dropped off a fair bit as well, haven't you? But that kind of was what we're expecting. So, okay, it is what it is. Oh, 99 cents there, $1.06 there, $1.04 there, $1.12 there. Yeah, okay. I think we can just stick with 60 cents to 80 cents for that one as well. Very straightforward. Right, so that's all the skins. That's everything that needed to be said. Cool. Now let's talk about what we could potentially see with the likes of tomorrow. So let me just quickly close these and let's now go hop over to micro522.com. You can see this linked in the description. Just scroll down, take a look, micro522.com, and we can see that the top performing skins based on upvotes, downvotes and favourites as well. Air conditioner, wood storage box, very rusty. Very roleplay. Let's see if that potentially works out. Let's see if that gets accepted tomorrow. Next up, we have the likes of the 8-bit fridge. Do you remember the Christmas fridge we had last year? Zinc and Michael have made something very similar. It's transparent. You can see three sides. You can see the sinister looking face on the inside. And we haven't had a fridge skin accepted in quite a while, have we? So let's see what becomes of that. Then over to here, we also happen to have the likes of the Neon Bismuth Armoured Double Door. We've already mentioned that, already talked about that. Very nice and very cool. And then we have the likes of Tank Armour. And then we have the Pirate Jacket version 2. So that was one of the other significant, notable clothing and armour skins to be submitted this past week. So let's now talk about the likes of the most recent skins submitted, and that is over here. So this is the Rust Workshop skin checks for September 24, 2024. You can see the video located right over here. Consider giving that a good look. Remember, people, all the continuations are chaptered, very easy to navigate. Right, so what were the notable skins that have been submitted? Well, I've already mentioned the likes of the fridge. We've got some interesting stone barricades, some interesting deplorables here and there. Frontier rug. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if that gets accepted for the October update next week. It is a lovely piece of work, produced by the likes of Vase and Links. Let's see what becomes of that. Maybe it appears tomorrow. Could we see the potential return of this Dead Man's collection? Yes. This has had skins accepted all the way back since 2019. That's a potential thing that could probably work out quite nicely. We've also got the likes of the Ultramarine small box. We've got the likes of that very cool looking Treasure Hunter wooden door. I thought that looked awesome. The GIF here pretty much shows it off very well. Lovely stuff. Then we also happen to have the likes of the very interesting looking twisted metal garage door. Look, he's smiling at you. That's not a Halloween skin. It's just how he looks every day. And then with the likes of the other double doors, we have the transparent Kelp sheet metal double door, and we have the Nuke Bunker armored double door. This has transparency. Where is it? There it is. You can see it much better there. You can see all the gaps. There is also a non-transparent version as well. And there is Nuke Room armored double door. Will we get more of that collection? We shall see. We've got an interesting batch of weapons, heavy knight tools. We've got some cobalt jackhammers, interesting crossbows, black diamond sat right there. That's looking pretty sweet. Then over to here, we happen to have the likes of cool looking batch of shotguns, an interesting selection of AK-47s. Oh look, Rainbow Pony back at it again. Will it be getting its 29th skin accepted in total? We shall see. And here we are with the clothing and armor. Cheese poncho, anyone? Chat? Does anybody want to dress up as a cheese? But more specifically, we have pirate jacket, commando boots and gloves, and tank armor tier 2. Now, I didn't show this off in my Rust Workshop skin checks video because they submitted this very late. Good job, Kosem. Thank you very much for informing me. Anyway, let's see what becomes of that. That's a perfectly fine pair of boots and gloves, but we also potentially still have black diamond boots and gloves in the works, potentially as a pick, so we'll see what becomes of that. Anyway, so that's all been said and done. Right, is there anything else that should be addressed? Well, I can sit here and say we now know what the charitable Rust Twitch drops are. The October Twitch drops have been basically announced. So hop over to here, and if I were to just quickly, not that one, here we are. So I tweeted this out earlier. Keep an eye out for the likes of my Twitter. It's linked in the description. Feel free to go give that a good look. If you were to go to twitch.facepunch.com, you'll be able to see all the October Twitch drops. They're not being released for another 16 or so days, but here they are. So twitch.facepunch.com, very easy to Google. There are 4 charity Rust store skins. They're going to be in the Rust store, and they're going to sell for about $5 to $10. A very cool looking vending machine, a SAR, a hoodie, and an armored door. And we have 8 generic drops that you can chase after, 4 Twitch drops. For the Twitch drops, leather gloves, a sleeping bag, a poncho, sheet metal double door, the pants that was missing from the hoodie, the rug. We have a very, very interesting looking transparent glow-in-the-dark garage door right there with head height transparency and a jackhammer. You only need to spend 7 hours to be able to get all of these skins watching anybody streaming Rust. You could watch me if you really want to. Ooh, yes. So, yeah, I have a video that'll be showcasing all of those skins. That should be out this weekend, so that's where we're going to yap about that. And yeah, do not forget we're having a special event, Charitable Rust event, that'll be taking place on Saturday, October 12th to Sunday, October 13th. All donations for Direct Relief this year, and of course, many Direct Relief themed skins with the charity skins here, the charity Twitch drops. Cool. Right, awesome. Hedge, I think you've said more than enough by now. Shall we skip ahead and do the actual barders? Yes, we shall. Come on now, it's been 30 seconds. Not a single... Oh, there we go. Hello. All right. There you go. I was waiting, and none of it was appearing. But now it has, and I'm happy. Harbour Seal rocket into my hands. All right, what else we got? That. I'm not really wanting to do a barter in that. Not in its current state, I'm afraid. Frozen Crypt storage? No? Okay, what about over here? I've got the hoodie there. It's not really doing that great, is it? Nope. Right, over to here. Let's go. Extra barders. Attack. Right. I'm not getting any competition. I'm kind of surprised. Right, so you've got barders basically pushing up to about almost $2. Slightly. Okay, no one's going super strong in it, it seems. More room for me, I guess. I'm not going to complain. I'll take it. I'll take the $2 spot. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm sure you just wanted to keep it nice and safe for the likes of me. Right, we've got decent barders pushing all the way up to about $1.80, $1.90 there. Okay. All right. That's not going to last forever, is it? No. Right. Could probably insert myself right about here. How low will you go? We shall see. Right, that feels like it's a decent amount of barders. Let's skip ahead and see how everything turned out. What does the abnormal barder support look like? Right then, people, it's been almost 17 minutes, and as you can see, SMM has not fully updated, but doesn't matter. We're here to talk about the likes of the abnormal barter support right now. As you can see, this is the Trakmer face mask. Right, this is barders going all the way up to $1.28, over 1,000 requests to buy. Okay, that's cool. Now we have to question, do we actually want to jump in and buy some, or do we just stick with doing buy orders? This top buy order right there, that's me, all right? That's me. If I were to remove mine, the highest buy order basically goes down to about $1.10. Okay. Does that still come across as kind of reliable? I mean, it's all right, but here's the question. Does the Trakmer face mask round down to 99 cents with the chest plate, or does the chest plate round up with the likes of the Trakmer face mask? Also, Trakmer face mask, kind of better in terms of being green camouflage compared to chest plate, which is that very weird red dot in the middle. Like, maybe you could use that with the Franken chest plate instead. You could. So, maybe only the face mask works out quite alright. Oh, this is annoying. Or maybe we do see the likes of Trakmer Tier 2 actually being accepted potentially tomorrow, or the week after that, or the week after that. I don't know. It's a bit annoying, but you're just going to have to go with a gut feeling, I guess. Now, as you can see, more people are starting to list theirs on the Steam market. The prices are gradually going down. You've got at least 12 to 20 hours by tomorrow for when the Rustle rotates. And, well, if you want to leave it to last minute, you can do so. But just to give you a bit of a warning, whilst I don't expect a very early Rustle rotation tomorrow, last week did rotate at 7:30 in the evening UK time, which is quite early compared to all the previous Rustles this past year. So, yeah, if you're watching this video at lunchtime, you're sitting down, you're eating a sandwich, and you look at me yapping about these skins, go look at the skins right now and see if they got more barders. If there's more support right here, maybe jump in and grab some for yourselves. If it don't look like that there's more support, maybe just stick with doing a fairly decent barter. You could do $1.28 as well, or $1.20 if I've removed it. I'm not 100% sure and I'm not 100% confident, but I could leave that barter there and not worry too much. I could see if I'm getting a bunch of them being bought with that barter, and I could remove it if I'm not feeling confident it's going to retain its value. But it didn't sell ridiculously. Sold reasonably. 13,000 subscribers is not insane. 14,000 isn't either, so we'll see how things turn out. Maybe we do see tier 2, maybe the face mask just graciously rises up in price, much like how Franken tier 3 did. It's a bit debatable for the chest plate, but maybe they still both work out quite alright, we shall see. So, personally, I don't think I'm going to be jumping in and buying some of these. That's going to be my answer. Right, let's move on to the next skin. Neon Bismuth, Sheet Metal Double Door. Right, $3 price, and it's got barders going all the way up to basically $2.25. That $2.25 barder is me. All right, that's me. Now, of course, we've got another guy here that's pushed up to $2.53, but that's only two. I'm talking about big, thick, strong buy orders. Only 758 in total. It's got a lot of barders sitting around $2. And as I said earlier, Sheet Metal Double Doors they've been doing pretty good to retain their value. I don't really imagine this is going to drop down immensely. It's a very bright, colourful, awesome looking design for a sheet metal double door. I just can't help but assume it's going to have a pretty decent future ahead of it. But it could still potentially go down. You have to accept that. Also next year, what if we get another abundance of sheet metal double door skins being accepted? That could start to cause problems, because they're no longer that special anymore. So, okay, a bit awkward. It is what it is. If you're looking at this right now, personally, I'd probably just sit there and say, oh, you could just do a $2.50 barter and pick these up for 50 cents cheaper. But if you're watching this by tomorrow and you can see more barders have been put down, it's looking stronger in terms of support, hey, go jump in and buy some for yourself if you really want to. I'm looking at this and thinking you could do the $2.50 barter right about now. You'll very likely be picking some of these up as time goes on. But I can't help but assume $2.50 potentially could be its lowest price for the foreseeable future. As I said, if we suddenly get a lot more sheet metal double doors, that could be concerning, and of course, most of the skins might go down in price. But for a very long time, sheet metal double door skins have held up ever so nicely. It's quite rare to see them go down, but of course, even right now, autumn fall seasonal dip, they still do go down. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's up to you. Personally, I think you're better off sticking with a buy order. But if you want to go jump in and buy some, you're more than welcome to do so. Frozen Crypt, large box. Right, highest buy order, that's me again. $2. Nobody went for $1.80. Again, I didn't realise my currency compared to dollars and it was a little bit too high. But if you remove this If you remove this, then it does drop off quite a fair bit. But I still can't help but assume this is going to work out quite nicely in the future. Not that many sales. Can't help but assume we'll be seeing more of these skins being accepted. It's so bright. And large boxes that are bright at night tend to be quite helpful. So we'll see how that all turns out. I think you're better off sticking with a buy order. You could do the exact same as me. You could go a little bit lower. I don't know if I'm going to last forever. But if we do see more skins being produced and accepted, if we do see the garage door accepted tomorrow, I can't help but assume that's going to have a pretty fun start straight away. And we are dabbling into the likes of winter time. Are people going to want to invest into the likes of cold, scary looking winter themed skins? We shall see. I don't know, but hey, we'll find out. So I think you're better off just sticking with a buy order. You could do like $2.10, get them 40 cents cheaper. But I don't expect a ton of these in the Steam market. So we'll see how things turn out. Harper Seal Rock, you have 750 requests to buy. Your barter's going all the way up to about $1.90. That's fine. Yeah, we kind of expected that. We thought it was going to probably go down to around that point. If it ends up like the Pug Rock, I can't help but assume it'll still have a lovely future ahead of it. It might not be an instant success, but a gradual, nice, gracious success. We shall see. So do expect a bit of a dip initially as we get through the likes of October, but then look at it again around post-Christmas. Will everybody be suddenly surprised? They've come back and they found out that we got a Harbour Seal Rock and they want to pet it and smack it against rocks. So, okay, that's cool. But yeah, if you wanted to grab a bunch of these, if you're fully intent and wanting to buy 50 of them, you could just put down like a $2.10 buy order at 50 quantity. I wouldn't be surprised if you buy a batch of them. So yeah, cool. Over to here, we have the Danger Barricade. I don't expect much for this. $2 price, and highest barter is 74 cents. No, you're just better off doing a barter. If you want to buy an abundance of them, just put down a $1 barter. Oh, lo and behold, you bought a lot. So yeah. And then over to here, we have the likes of the white holographic clothing. Yep, these do not have that much support. It basically ends at around 85 cents. Yep, both of them do not look like they're going to be retaining their price. But remember, Skin Creator did confirm he is intending to make continuations. Will they be accepted? What will white holographic armor look like? Is it going to look cool? Are people going to be that fussed about it? We shall see. Will it even be accepted? That's the next question. So on the horizon, we can expect some potential nice, good, interesting things. But it is what it is. Right. Hey, catastrophic, I'll answer you in a bit. We've just basically talked about all of that just right now. It's very funny that you just jumped in and asked that question, but you got to wait until I finish this. Right, just got to wrap this up, sorry. So before I wrap this up, as I said, I don't expect that early of a rust door tomorrow, a rust door rotation, I should say, but I will bring this up. We have been seeing some very interesting things being mentioned and shown on the likes of Twitter. The new Blunderbuster double-barrel shotgun skin, the Frontier Hatchet and whatnot. Here I am looking at Protox, showcasing the likes of the double-barrel shotgun here. Get a good look at the likes of that. Bang, bang, bang. Go give them a good look on the likes of Twitter. I always retweet lots of interesting things on the likes of Twitter as well. There's the brand new Frontiersman Hatchet. This is all part of the Frontiersman DLC pack with the likes of the brand new Hazmat pack, skin. There's the brand new high caliber revolver weapon. They've tweaked it. It's now a little bit faster when you shoot. Still got quite a bit of a kick, but it's a tier 2 weapon. It's better than the Python apparently. And I could also introduce you to likes of Cyphex. This is also showcasing the likes of a lot of interesting new content. As you can see, double barrel shotgun there, the blunderbuss. But of course, we've also got the likes of the Halloween skins that are expected to be introduced this year. So Halloween items, I should say, basically the exact same thing as the Dracula mask from last year, but that's Frankenstein, and that's either a mummy or a zombie. Either way, cool looking designs, and I'm convinced certain Halloween items might not be brought back this year. Which ones will they be? Well, if we could just quickly hop over to the likes of SCMM.app. If you type in Halloween, you'll see every single Halloween item that exists. Why am I referring to it as item? Because they're made by Face Punch themselves. They're not skins. Is Halloween 2? I've gone completely crazy. Oh, there we are. Perfect. So yeah, Halloween collection. This should be every single Halloween item that's been introduced to the game. I'm sure many of you are well aware. We've never seen the return of jack-o'-lanterns, the happy and the angry ones, the scarecrow. Sometimes Skullfire Pit doesn't get brought back. And these two haven't been brought back. Last year, Large Candle Set wasn't brought back. So what's going to happen? We shall see. Funnily enough, I can't see the Dracula face mask here, so it's not a face mask. It's a special mask. You get the idea. If something new is being introduced, old things likely won't be brought back. And if they're not brought back, there's a fairly decent chance they'll probably spike in price because people will think, oh, it must be rare now, so I've got to buy it. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. So, yeah, cool. That's on the horizon. And with that, thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. And I will be streaming tomorrow. I will be looking forward to the likes of those brand new skins. What's it going to be for the final roster of September 2024? Is it going to be our pseudo complete the sets? Or is it just going to be disappointing? I don't know. Oh, damn.